Hunter Biden's gun trial was seated by Delaware U.S. District Judge. On the first day of the hearing, 12 jurors and 4 alternates were sworn in, 10 women and 6 men who have been instructed to acknowledge the case by the judge. The opening statements will begin today. Hunter Biden was seen leaving the court after the jury selection. Biden's son faces 3 felony charges stemming from his alleged illegal purchase and possession of a firearm in 2018 while he was a drug user. He was indicted by a federal grand jury in September for a felony gun offense and a plea deal related to misdemeanors tax charges. Hunter has pleaded not guilty and argues that he is being unfairly targeted by the U.S. Justice Department. Now, former top U.S. infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci testified at a House subcommittee hearing about the U.S. response to the COVID-19 pandemic and the possible origins of the coronavirus that claimed lives across the world. The former medical advisor in Trump administration strongly denied suppressing the theory that the virus originated from a lab leak in Wuhan, China. He told the lawmakers that he never influenced research on the origins of the virus. Now, Fauci addressed the allegations publicly for the first time since a 14-hour hearing held behind closed doors in January. During the hearing, Fauci testified that initially several scientists were concerned about lab manipulation of the COVID-19 causing virus. But later it was agreed that the most likely origin of the pandemic was animal to human transmission. Israelis protesting near U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv demanding the return of hostages expressed disappointment at the death of 4 hostages who were abducted by Hamas on the 7th of October. The 4 Israeli men were identified as Shem Perry, who's 80 years of age, Yoram Metzger, 80, Amiram Cooper, 84, and Nadav Popplewell, 51. IDF spokesperson Daniel Hagari said that the hostages were killed months ago in Khan Yunis and their bodies are being held by the Palestinian militant group. All 4 were filmed alive days ago in hostage videos posted by Hamas. Hagari also announced the death of a 35-year-old paramedic, Dolev Yehud, who was killed on the 7th of October. Hamas said that one of the elderly hostages, Popplewell, died of wounds sustained during an Israeli airstrike. Shifting focus to the U.S., U.S. President Joe Biden is headed to Greenwich, Connecticut for a campaign fundraiser ahead of the November election. Biden won the state of Connecticut in the 2020 election by more than 400,000 votes. As per reports, Governor Ned Lamont, who is on Biden's campaign National Advisory Board, said he believes the November election will yield similar results. And he added that in Connecticut, Biden is running strong as people share his values. Pro-Trump supporters gathered in Greenwich to protest against Biden as he arrived for a fundraiser. Meanwhile, several pro-Palestinian protesters took over the same ground as they called for a ceasefire in Gaza.